Good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk things cool and retro. Uh, just gonna open up some stuff tonight and see how that goes. Hopefully, the sound's coming through here. I'll check here in a minute on my other timeline and see what it's doing. Oh, yep, we're good. All right, so today let's just open up some stuff and hang out. If anybody hops on here, that's cool. If not, then this will just be a long video for anybody to watch later on. Um, so let's start off with what we got here. Slash from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Super 7 Ultimate Wave. I've opened one Super 7 Turtle thing and was kind of hooked after that. I got a Donatello real cheap one time on I believe it was Amazon for like 20 bucks. And since he was my favorite turtle, I went ahead and snagged him. But that kind of sent me down a rabbit hole that is Super 7 Ultimate Turtle. So, let's see here. All right. Slash is taped in there. In there. There he is hanging out. Big, massive boy. Let's see. So this stuff is just gonna stay there. I'm gonna set him up top there. That's where he's gonna live. Not something I need. Let me see something here. Like my shirt there from, if you know, I guess. But if you don't, it's from Pete and Pete, the like early '90s Nickelodeon show. Yeah. So I think I'm pretty much gonna leave every accessory in this package and just pull out Slash. I don't think I really need any thing else. So I'm gonna grab him out. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Some tie downs on the back. Let's get him open. He's got his legs. Oh, looks like his legs already popped out. I didn't have to do that, so that's nice. All right. Here comes the loud part. And honestly, kind of the scary part. No, man, come on. There. All right, Slash's little. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll give him a weapon. For the rest of Slash's stuff, we're gonna put him back in the box for a rainy day. And don't get me wrong, accessories are always a great thing to have, but you can only display so much. So it is what it is. And I'm always about like trying to get the most bang for your buck space wise, and having extra accessories and stuff like that really kind of throws that off. So, all right, man, that's a big boy. This was 12 something on Entertainment Earth like a week or so ago. It came out to like 20 bucks with the shipping. But big meaty guy, big son of a gun there. And for 20 bucks, cannot go wrong. There. Let's see here. Anything on the chat? Just say hey everybody. Just say hey everyone. All right, let's get Slash's thing in here. Get that going. Okay. Come on, Slash. I need you to go open your hand. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Nope. Slash isn't getting a weapon. But how does he stand? Stands good. Stands good. He's gonna go. He's gonna go off to the side. Who's next? What are we gonna do next? Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Let's do it. Let's do a turtle. Let's save that one. Who do we got? No. There we go. This is an easy one. Undercover Raph. So I also have. Oop. I also got Undercover Raph from NECA just hanging out up here in the old podcast area here. Right. So I do think Super 7 has completely done away with the cardboard boxes. And I think I was watching somebody, maybe in like Kyle Peterson. Uh, he just he just recently got a figure from Super 7 and it didn't even have the slip cover. So which hey, um reality is if it saves with every all the prices going up on everything, if it saves us from, paying an extra $5 a figure just to have a slip cover, then I'm okay with that being the first thing to go. All right, there we go. Undercover Raph, and the unveiling is beautiful. Undercover Raph. There he is, right there. Lots of good accessories here. Look at all that stuff. He's got a suitcase, some pizza, an extra head, and some other gadgets and gadgets and gizmos there. So, all right. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah. He's actually got something else on the back. Looks like a little camera stand, so that's cool. Better look at the accessories for everybody. Sorry, I was loud. And by everybody, I mean like the one or two people that are watching right now. But that's okay. You guys are bored? Jump on in. Say what's up. We don't bite. We're just hanging out, keeping company. You know, us soon to be middle aged dads and friends and things like that. We got to have something to do. We're on our holiday break and not working. So why not come on here, hang out, open up some figs, shoot the shizzazz, and see where it goes from there. All right, here we go. Got the full old undercover Raph. Man, that's a cool snap. Whew. We'll do a little compare and contrast here in just a second. Oh boy, loud noises. Some people like that sound. I've heard that's like a thing. Well, leave those sounds in your videos. People like the was it ASMR or something? The sound thing. There you go. Free of his prism. We're gonna go ahead and reassemble his. He does come with a little card too. That's pretty cool. Reassemble his stuff here. So no. Here we go. So how was everybody's Christmas? How was everybody's Hanukkah? Anybody doing the old Kwanzaa thing? You guys, do you give gifts on Kwanzaa, or how does that work? Here we go. All right. So quick little comparison here. We got NECA Undercover Wrath, and we got Super 7 Undercover Wrath. Definitely, NECA's a little taller. I feel like probably a little wider. Who's got the better coat? Hmm. I'd say the detail's probably better on NECA's coat, but also a very good coat. Actually pretty surprised at how nice that coat is for Super 7 Wrath here. Of course, you can always just take the jacket off and you got, the regular Wrath. So that works out. See, I've got the Lord Zed. Hey, thanks for commenting, by the way. I do have like the Lord Zed in the Lightning collection, and I have a lot of the Power Rangers from Super 7, and they're pretty rad. Um, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm trying not to go down the villain hole on again on Super Sevens because there's only so much. I do have the. I guess it's. I'm trying to find the ones that I can set up in my display that are a fighting thing. So I haven't pulled the trigger on Zed. I've heard he's really good, and I do like the his throne that comes with him. So I think I probably will eventually pull the trigger on Zed, especially now that you say that he's definitely a good one to have. See, Thundercats. Thundercats and Motu are two of those things that I really wish that I was a kid for. I was basically a like as much of a '90s kid as you could possibly be, because I was born in '87. So really, at Power Rangers when I hit when I was like what 90 was it 94? So like 5 years old me. So I kind of missed out on that time frame for Motu and Thundercats, but I love the artwork on that stuff. I've collected a few um, Motu things, and I will definitely eventually collect some Thundercats because the Thundercats line of Ultimates just is mind blowing. Um, I was almost tempted to back the Cat Slayer just because of how cool it was. But yeah, Merry Christmas there in the UK. So jumping on over to Splinter. So, um, Damien, I've always heard that it's real rough getting figs over there. So, do you guys go have like local shops that just import stuff, or do you go the good old like I don't think you have Walmarts and stuff like that. But I guess what's the path you guys take to get figures over there? And it's got to be tough because I know the import stuff is always more expensive, so it's got to be hard to collect multiple lines and stuff. We're definitely blessed here in America with at least that and a good cheeseburger. We have those things going for us. Sometimes it doesn't feel like we got much else going for us. All right, Splinter. All right. All right. Let's see here. Oh, Captain Planet. I think I don't know if you're new catching this, hanging out with us here, but we talked about me and Uncle BJ, the other guy who's on this with me. Kind of talked about like what we want out of figures for next year or dream figures, I guess. And and I thought Super Seven would be the perfect company to go out there and knock out Captain Planet. Um, I see like Bucky O'Hare and Pirates of the Water wasn't super familiar with, but Captain Planet, man, that was my jam. But I think they could, and I've seen the figures for Bucky O'Hare and Pirates as well, and I think those are great things that Super Seven should jump on, as long as they are smart this go around and don't kind of do like what they did with the Simpsons, where they made Mo, which is a good character, don't get me wrong, um, and probably worthy of being in the first run. But stuff like Space Homer and um, things like that. That it's just kind of a those were kind of head scratchers for me as to start a line. I get you want the line to last, um, but maybe start off with the big boys and then fill out the world, and then hopefully that line is able to continue with the Simpsons. But it's looking a little iffy now because of that. And that's the thing that me as a collector, I worry about the most is starting jumping into a collection, which is kind of why I waited a long time for these turtles is because you kind of worry, well, is the line going to last? Am I going to be able to get everybody that I want out of the line? That kind of thing. But so if you could take Super Seven, uh, do Super Seven Captain Planet, do two waves, um, you know, have some easy repaints in there with Captain Planet, dude, you'd kill it. Do two waves, you're in and out, max 10 figures, you're done, you made your money, you're on to the next one. Oh, sweet. Ah, yeah. Well, that's very good then. The price is still pretty rough though. I mean, prices are rough even here now at this point, but that's good. I know Hasbro's, kind of made a concerted effort um, with their Pulse to get figures over there a little easier, Star Wars and whatnot. Um, so that's good that you guys are having a lot easier time of getting them now. But there you go. Here's old Splinter. Look at him. He's having a good time. Definitely smaller than the other figures, which he should be because he's in the show he's very small, and then as an action figure form, he was also a little smaller than that. But yeah, there's old. Here, you do a little comparison there. Just kind of the sheer mass there, different. Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Super Seven, smoked it during the pandemic, I thought, and then kind of recently has been hurt a little bit. It's kind of a weird year for figs. It really was. I felt a lot of good, a lot of bad. But at the end of the day, if it's bad, then that just gets to save our wallets, and Lord knows I could do that. Next up, we got Sewer Samurai Leo, and the kind of the reason I did these random turtle guys because they were cheap on Entertainment Earth. Android Body Krang. I have not. Huh? And is that an ultimate? The Android Body Krang? Because if that's an ultimate, then yeah, I'm definitely tempted by that. Because that thing would be massive. I got the NECA Android body one, and that's a big boy too. But a Super Seven Ultimate one where it's to scale, that's wild. I haven't heard that. Definitely have to look into that though. There we go. Samurai. Another one that I'm gonna have to leave all these accessories in. Yes, Ultimate. Man, I'm gonna. Yep. Well, definitely interested. Yeah, I'm sure it's what 300, 350 US, but definitely will be interested in that. Um, Obviously, I don't know when we uploaded. We did a was supposed to be a Christmas uh, unveiling here in the states of my kind of like toy room here. So if you ever get bored, want to see a good long, I think it ends up being almost an hour. So if you're really really bored, kind of my toy room tour, but it's on here and cheaper. Oh shit. Uh, Holy crap. Well then I'm definitely interested because I was kind of interested in the turtle van, and that thing was 450. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in everything toy related, especially 90s stuff. Because my building here, I have a building outside my house that we made basically essentially for my toy room. But if you want to check that out, it's a pretty cool deep dive. You can see some pretty interesting stuff that I've put in my collection over the years. But it's it's definitely a way to see. And yeah, I've got a lot of likes. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. That's pretty pretty stoked about that. And luckily, I actually made my shelves for these Super Sevens uh, really big, so I would have plenty of room to expand. So that's a good thing. That is a beautiful thing. Come on, freeze it. Oh, that's not good. Look at that jelly. He's got the he's got the woody legs from. Oh, look at that. Oh man, he is loosey goosey. That's a bummer. Super loose. It's like one of those things that you put in your windowsill with the light, and they just shake back and forth. That's gonna be this guy. He does stand up, so that'll be all right. There's Super Seven. You get three good ones and one bad one. Yeah, away she goes. So Samurai Leo, not much of a hit. Having having him be that loose is not a good thing. All right, let's see here. But I will say, good accessories. No, I'm not gonna do that. Too annoying. Too loud and annoying. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, what do we got? Yeah, two left. One I've already semi-opened, so let's do this one. This thing is awesome. This is Muckman and Joe Eyeball. Another one that was super cheap on Entertainment Earth, and I was like, let's give it a shot. Let's see what these guys are like. I could have a bad guy to go with my Donatello over there, and yeah, and here we are down the rabbit hole. Slide them on out. Already pre-done there. Well, Davey, man, I appreciate you coming and hanging out, man. That's pretty awesome. Uh, I mean, that's kind of the whole point. Me and BJ really started this thing. It's just to hang out, you know, talk to people, talk figs, open figs, have a good time. I appreciate you actually commenting and saying what's up. We've been at this for I guess like coming up on 6 months or something. Yeah, not a long time in the world, and we don't ever want to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be cool to be rich. That's not the point of this. We're just wanting to hang out, have a good time. I think the ultimate cool goal, other than like having good communication with everybody, is is one day to get one of those cool like influencer boxes, right? To have Hasbro or NECA or whoever send out just a cool care package of gnarly stuff. I think that's how you finally make it in the old YouTube action figure game. So this is Eyeball, right? I got Gooey Ball. No, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Is the box? What does it say? Ah, whatever. Not up to date, but super cool and does glow in the dark. So that'll be nice to check out later. And look at this behemoth of a figure. I mean, massive, massive, massive guy. In fact, I think I gotta, yep, undo the back shield there. And then if anybody's watching this after the fact, and you made it this far, rad. But tell us what you. Oh lordy, tell us what you guys want to see on the channel more. We're always, we have our own things that we like, and we'll always put the stuff that we like to put on. I like doing the toy hunts and stuff like that. gives me something to do after work, like making those videos. But you know, you want to see toy reviews, you want to see just when we go to cons, um, those kind of things. Like I have a yeah, yeah, we do is like ridiculously wobbly. But again, I got it for like $20. So oh, he's tied in by the neck. That's a sneaky one. Tied way up here on his neck. I don't know that I've ever really seen that. Right. There we go. Get out of it. Yeah, it was that neck piece. All right, look at this massive brute of a man here. Look at that guy. Just a big son of a gun. Here he is next to Wobbler. Just sheer size. And you get with him. So definitely kind of a 2-for-1, and the glow in the dark aspect of it. But very detailed. It's got like a teddy bear, and I guess it's got his little ID badge and stuff on there. Rat King. Was that the Rat King from NECA or the Rat King coming up on Super 7? Because I know that is on its way as well from Super 7, the Rat King. But and that's one line. There you are. That I had to stay out of was the NECA cartoon line. Um, I chose to go with the movie line. I think the movies were a little more both. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely having to get the Rat King from this line now. And I really got to get the Baxter Stockman. Uh, he was one of the main figures I had as my bad guy. Playing with the kids, so I definitely got to get that. Damn, this thing is great. Just an awesome man. In love with that one. All right, on to the last figure of the day. We've got Sewer Surfer Mike. Really hoping this one's going to be nice and toyetic. Bright colors, very 90s. So let's see. Yeah, I had to choose, and I think I chose wisely. To back the movie line over the cartoon line. It was just I knew that the cartoon line just had so much stuff that they could do with it. And with the movies, I honestly didn't think they would do the third movie because I know how everybody feels about the third movie. But where it fell in my fandom of Turtles, it was kind of the one I remember the most. Remember watching the most on VHS. So Turtles 3 is all right by me. All right, let's do the unveiling here. See how he looks. Look at that guy. Cowabunga. Indeed. Look at that. Sewer Surfer Mike. Man, that's cool. Tongue out. Definitely going to pull them glasses out. He's getting the glasses. Surfboard. I think the surfboard will stay in here. Yep. I had that problem with as far as snap and stuff with my Power Rangers. I had two of them snap. I had the Pink Ranger literally out of the box. I did the zip tie, turned it upside down. She she came out and the arm stayed in. Literally just was turned it because I knew everybody knows kind of the history of NECA and Super 7 for that matter. And to be safe and be careful with these guys. I wasn't really careful with Muckman there, but he didn't want to come out, so we had to make him come out. Yeah, so her arm popped right off, just was sitting there, couldn't do it. And then I had with the Red Ranger, I had uh, not as bad of an issue, but it was still pretty bad where I was changing out hands so he could hold his power sword, and the peg broke off right inside the figure, so I had to get my like melting thing and melt the hand out. And it was just a whole shebang. But I did contact Super Seven, and they did send me a an extra Pink Ranger, so I may do. I just ended up not opening the Pink Ranger that they sent me. I just kind of like glued the other hand in there. So if I ever want to make it a better Pink Ranger, then I'll pop it open. All right, let's be try not to be loud here. Here's his glasses. Hold you in. There we go. Back in the box. Back in the box. Where is that? Get in there. Riveting stuff here, guys. Riveting. I'll do the rest later. Yeah, Baxter, I think, is going to be a birthday present to myself. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on Baxter. It's always one that I've wanted, and so that's actually a real interesting question. Um, and this is not a plug to go check out this other video by any stretch. If you want to check it out, you can. But I did do a kind of a clickbaity title, but it was kind of like, is Super 7 done, or the end of Super 7? And the reason why it said that, oh, come on, these glasses aren't gonna work. But there's old Sewer Surfer Mike. That's an awesome, very, very on point 90s figure there. But the reason we did that figure is because all these guys were on, I believe it was Entertainment Earth, for some, I think they were all $20. All the ones I got today, except for maybe Muckman, were $20. The Raph here, $20. Mikey, $20. All points. So, and then they also did like a GI Joe's where they were like $20. So, and I won't take full credit for this thought, but Kyle Pearson also said something kind of along the same lines, and he's like, during the pandemic, we, were locked down, and or some of us were locked down, um, and just basically sitting at home with nothing to do. So people were going out and spending money buying figures, having something to look forward to. And the thought was, because at the beginning of the pandemic, there really wasn't anything to collect. I remember toy hunting, and it was just hard. It's hard to find Star Wars, hard to find wrestling, those things. And I think once that they kind of, everything takes a while. So the demand for these figures went crazy. Well, they finally caught up. Well, by the time they caught up, the demand had kind of waned. The economy's crap. Um, you know, inflation on other figures is going up. So, to get a Star Wars figure, like basically an old Obi-Wan Kenobi, where this used to be at most $10 is now sitting at 20 on a lot of times. So those kind of things hurt. I'll say I mean, they've made their way into Walmart. So that's good for them. Um, it's tough. I think their names getting out there. I think they've been doing. I'm not sure how good the Ultimates are doing compared to like their reaction style, the little five POA kind of figures that they do, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Um, so I think it's kind of. I think they're in a spot where they know they're doing good with certain brands like Turtles and I think Joe's. But I think otherwise, I think they're kind of trying to figure out they're learning and they're trying to figure out how to be a better toy company because I think they're learning a hard lesson with the Simpsons line of they're wanting to be like the Turtle line where they can put out stuff like, Raph in Disguise or Sewer Mike. But also, you've already put out the big boys. But they kind of did it in reverse with the Simpsons and did kind of the filler characters, like old Crazy Legs Leo here. They kind of did these first. So like imagine a turtle line that started with, you know, these guys as the original four. That wouldn't make sense, but that's what they did with the Simpsons. So not a good idea there. Um, I'm definitely a supporter. I think they'll be okay. I'm curious how the Power Ranger line is going to go. I think what they really need to focus on is those products like we talked about earlier with like Captain Planet, kind of those ancillary lines that you can do two waves. The whole set is out. Bing bang, you're done. On to the next one. And you can also if you throw out the three or four main characters in the first wave and they suck, then you don't have to do anymore. And your collecting base who are fans of the products of Super 7 aren't gonna be too mad because they still got 4 figures to represent, their people. If you get Captain Planet and you get the Planeteers all in the first, wave, then, that's it. You don't ever get Guyana or whatever her name is or, the bad guys, the bad Captain Planet, then, it sucks. You'd always want to have all of them, but at least you got the main guy. So that's kind of my take on Super 7. I think they're doing fine. I think they could do better, and I think they're learning. So um, definitely not up to NECA yet. But I think this was a genius move to go, basically making the figures that you had as a kid in ultimate form, and here they are. So pretty cool. Man, I appreciate you hanging out tonight, Damien and BJ. Um, yeah, appreciate you hanging out. But I'm gonna go throw these bad boys on my brand new turtle. Look at that thing. It just falls right over. I'm gonna go put these on my new turtle shelf. But yeah, Damien, if you'll uh, check out our past videos, give us a comment. We're all down for good comment, bad comments, and what you guys want to see more of. It's the only way that we can know. So you guys will do that. And if you're watching this after the fact, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And for myself and Uncle BJ here in the comments, we're gonna throw one back. We'll see you guys later.